friends, welcome back to Vedita Education, and in this video I'll show you about mathematics grade 6 basic geometrical ideas. This is very new chapter we're starting, right? Base basics geometrical ideas. This is new chapter we're starting. So let's start. So basic geometrical ideas. What we're going to cover in this chapter, we'll see. Yes, quickly we'll see it. Introduction, points, line segments, lines, rays, intersecting lines, parallel lines, examples, questions, comparison of line segments, examples, questions, curves, polygons, questions, angles, questions, triangles, questions, quadrilateral questions, and quick recap. So there are very questions. So let's start. So the first topic in our chapter, every chapter we're gonna start is introduction. So let's go on to introduction. So basic geometrical ideas, we can tell it as geometry also. Basic geometrical, we can tell as geometry. Okay, in this geometry, what we have, there are two types. Triangle, rectangle, those all, and here or in lines also we have line segments. Those are very subtopics of lines. So we have in our lines another topic called angles. Angles also we have lines and angles. Okay, so this is how what we're gonna learn. We're gonna learn few shapes, easy, and angles. Lines means not like this line. Not gonna those. We are just gonna learn types of lines. So geometry. Do you know how this word geometry came? Let's see. Geometry has a long and rich history. We all knew that. The term geometry is an English equivalent to the Greek word geometron. English equilateral word, Greek word to geometron. The term geometry is the English equivalent to the Greek word geometron. So in English, it's geometry, right? In English, we call geometry. But we call it Greek geometron. So we are gonna see. English we call geometry, but we call in Greek geometron. And also we are gonna learn the meaning of geometry. So geo is there it first half. We'll call as okay. Metron, what we say? Metron we say measurement. Here also they gave right. Geo means earth and metron means measurement. According to historians, the geometrical idea shaped up in ancient times, probably due to the need in art. Okay, architecture and measurement also. These include occasions when the boundaries of cultivated lands had to be marked without give, without giving rooms for complaints. Okay, without giving rooms for complaints. Construction of magnificent palaces, temples, lakes, and cities, art, and propped up these ideas. Even today, geometrical ideas are reflected in all forms of art, architecture, engineering, law, etc. You observe when you use different objects like boxes, table, book, box you carry to your school for lunch, the ball with you play, and so on. All such objects have different shapes, right? The ruler which you use and pencil with which you write out straight. The pictures of a bangle at 1 rupee and 1 rupee coin, ball appears round. See, like and bangle, right? This is. I'll show you how bangle will be. And is the bangle like this? The see the bangle like this, which is round, one shape. Now at 1 rupee coin, 1 rupee coin. This is 1 rupee coin, right? This is 1 rupee coin. So in this 1 rupee coin, which shape is it? This is round. Which is circle. And ball appear round, right? Ball also see ball. This ball is also appearing round. Also round means which is circle. We call this round instead of using round, round, round. We call a certain name called circle. Circle means a curve which is closed. Okay, and it doesn't have any lines. That is in a circle. Here you will learn some interesting facts that will help you more about shapes around you. It will help you more about shapes around you. Now points. What is a point? We are you do you have an idea what is a point? No. So let's see. Okay. In some we have like so see these examples once. This was example explanation. See these three materials. You'll understand. So here what means like here do you see some sharp things like this? Can you see a sharp thing like this which I've circled? Is that sharp thing, right? What happens is take a pencil or pen, anything, anything which we take, a sharp thing. See a dot. Can you see a dot? Sharp tip of the pencil, compass, Even needle, those are very sharp, right? That sharp tip is known as a dot or point. Dot, anything. You can dot also point. And one more thing, when you use a compass or take an example of pencil, when the sharp tip is placed over this, okay, I'm highlighting it. See here, placed on this dot, where the sharp tip of pencil. Can't you see a small dot appearing after you see a dot? Right? Also known as point. That is point or dot. Call that is known as point or dot. And if this thing that is okay, what is it having? What is not having? We see. So this side is it's this side is having. It doesn't have length, right? It will have breadth and height. No. So it doesn't have length, breadth, and height. What it's having? What you It's not what it's having. What's the future of it? It's very small, right? Small, right? And it is futures like facts also we can write over here. Small and it will be less than 1 millimeter. It will be less than 1 millimeter also. Okay, so this is the future fact and all. And here this advantage. It's not advantages. It doesn't have what it's not having that. So you have understood it. A point doesn't have this is a point. It doesn't have length. It doesn't have. It is very small and it is less than 1 millimeter. Right? And also one more thing I want to tell. If the sharper the thing, like in pencil, this much big, not big neck. You that. See, this is very sharp, right? Sharp, right? The sharper the material, this is material. Pencil is material. The sharper material, the thin will be a dot. So the thin will be the dot point. So what is the main thing we have learned? Sharper the material, the thinner the dot. Point or dot. Right? So what we have in class? Upper the material, the thinner the dot. Okay, now by sharp tip of the pencil, mark a dot on a paper. Sharper the tip, thinner will be the dot, right? See, this only we have learned. The tip will be the dot. Tip in place of tip, right? We have written material. Thinner the dot. The almost invisible tiny dot will give you idea of a point. See this example. See, a point determines position. These are some models for a point. Okay, if you mark 3 points on a paper, you would be required to distinguish them. For this, they are denoted by a single capital letter in ABC. These points will be read as point A, point B, and point C. Of course, the dots have to be invisible thing. So, in that, if we mark three dots, okay, these are the 3 dots, and we have to mark, we have to distinguish them, we have to differ them. So, what we have to do? How can we differ them? By writing like think that this is of India. Oops, wait, I'll think the map of India. Imagine this is the map of India. Just I will write. Okay, this is the map of India, and think that this is we are in Vijayawada, not Vijayawada, Chennai we are in. So this is Chennai. If we marked few places same in Chennai, with Chennai, of course, some people they'll get confused that Chennai is in Kerala. No, like that they'll get confused. So like if you mark, if we mark 3 dots in places, that time like what happens? We don't recognize them. So in place like Chennai, like this we use Chennai, Puducherry, something something. You're also mm, Thiruvananthapuram. Huh? So so now we can recognize which is Chennai or Chennai. How did we recognize? By naming them. Same if we 3 dots paper and we have to distinguish them. So we denote them using single capital letter, which is A, B, C, or any letter, any alphabet, but they should be capital plus single also. So that's how we name, and don't forget to read them. Try to point A, point B, will be point C. So that's how, right? So that's how we name a point. Now, by this, you will learn that a point is just a location marker, right? A point depicts the exact position of an object. It doesn't have any size. A point has no length or height. We have learned about this. And also, please remember point does have length, width, height, plus size. It doesn't have any of this. Not a length or it doesn't have. So point is just a location marker. It marks the location. That location it marks. Now a point depicts the exact position of an object. It depicts, right? Okay, now we came to line. Okay, what is line? Some I have just observed in my class. In my classroom, I have just observed my classmates. So I have observed classmates used to do that, draw a line. If they say they used to do like this. Sorry, not like this. The line. No, this is a line segment. This is a line segment. And I have observed that my classmates to draw for a line segment, they used to draw like this. Is this a line segment? This is a line. What is the difference between line segments and line? Line segments means when this is if you draw a line, right? If you draw a line, what we have is we don't put like arrows. If you put, it will become a line. So line segments means it is a part of a line. A part like if this line segment starts from here to here. This is a line segment. This is a segment. So line segment is a part of a line, and also so and also a line segment doesn't have sorry, it has a 2 points, which is starting point, ending point. Starting point. This will be ending point. So the point which in which the line segment starts is called a start. Which the line segment which ends is called ending. And the line segment doesn't extend on both the direction. This is the first direction, second direction. It doesn't extend. It doesn't extend. So starting point where the line segments start, ending point means where the line segments end. In line segment only, some draw like this with a putting dot. Also, that is also correct because I'll show you. There will be a tiny dot for the line segment. See, in some cases, instead of this, which forms the tiny dot we do, which forms the line. That segments group together and form a line. This tiny dot, the first dot which is coming, is as the starting point. The second dot, which the first tiny dot is coming, that which is starting, that is known as starting point. The tiniest dot. If you don't put dot also, it's correct. Okay. Now for line segments. See this. What is the difference between line segments and line? So it's straight. What is the difference? Please tell me. That's very simple. In line segments, we don't put arrow, but here we put arrow because if we put an arrow for line segment, it becomes a line. Just a simple arrow, if we put that, becomes a line because this arrow is recommended. This line is continued till it's not ended, it's continued. That's the matter. Like, not that's the matter. Um, it, can, it is continued like this. If there is no space in our notebook, we like this, right? That means continuing infinitely. That's known as line. So what is line? When the line segments group together to form a line, when the line segments group together, they make a line. See, this is a line. It continues. It can be more than 1 mile also. The line, it can be more than 100,000, 10,000 mile also. That much big the line is. Length the line is. So what is line? When the line segments group together, that is they form a line. They form a line. And what is mean by line? Line means when a segment, when a line segment extends in both the direction, that is known as line. That is known as line. So how is this line formed? We'll see. If this, I have always told you this part of a line segment is formed in mini mini dots that they form. Sorry, um, that they form, right? So they form a one line segment, and then like that, few more line segments. If they combine together, they form a line. Like this, only this line segment also having points. This also points. This also has point. So all the line segments are made of points only. So these points make up a line segment and line segments make a line. Like reproduction only it happens. So, but what is the first, like in molecule, what happens? Atoms, like that, like atoms are the building blocks, like that we say. But here, what are the building blocks for this line? Yes, a dot. A point is the building block for the line. See, without the point, without these points, we can't make a line segment. And without this segment, we can't make a line. So we can't make a line segment, plus we can't make a line. So if we have this point, they combine together and they form a line. And these line segments combine together in a line. So that's how the line forms. So Imagine that the line segment from A to B is extended behind A and one direction and B and beyond B in another direction without an end. You now get a model for a line. See, this is a line. Line segment is a part of a line. Sometimes, sometimes if you draw a line like this, line can't be drawn like this, like this. Can't draw. We can draw, but what happens? We can draw in any direction, slanting, straight, horizontal, vertical, anything. We can draw any type of line, but it should not be curved. It should not be like curved. That's not known as line. That's not known. A straight line is a line. A straight line is known as a line. It should be very straight, like this. What I'm drawing. So this is a line. This is a line. It should be straight fully. But some people draw like this. See, they asked the teacher, "Is it a ma'am? Did see? Is this a line? No, it's not a line. It is a curve. Simple open curve. We say open curve. It is open. There is a curve. So a line through 2 points A and B is written as line AB. The symbol of line is and we write line AB. It extends indefinitely for both in both directions. See, so it contains countless number of points. Think about this one. 2 points are enough to fix a line. We say 2 points determine a line. The adjacent diagram is that of a line PQ as line PQ means this with symbol they have written with symbol. Sometimes a line is denoted by letter like L and M. This line, right, we denote by L or M, N, O, something A, B, C, D, E, F, G till Z. We can denote a line. That those alphabets we can denote a line, but it should be single only. So by this you will learn that the word line usually refers to a straight line. A word line usually refers to a straight line. A line has no width. This I forgot to say. This is a line, right? Good. What is the length for this line? Which is the length? This is the length. Okay. Does it have breadth like? No, it doesn't have. It only has length. We can measure like it can be 20 centimeter, 5 can be not 5 inches, like 20 centimeter it can be. It is absolutely straight and can extend indefinitely in both directions. See, not this was denote that it like extends that indefinitely. So we completed line and line segments. Do we complete now? Can we complete? Yes, we can. See, line segment means this is a line segment, which is a part of a line. This This is the part of a line. But how? See, when line, right? So some people, right, they like this. This is B. So they draw segment A. So that's only this is. Instead of drawing separately, we split a part into a line segment. That is like this, right? Like till B to C, another line segment be formed. See, this we draw right as line segment B, or we say line segment AB. Sorry, not AB. C. These already hardly how to name a line segment line. We tell how to name it. So when this part this is known as line segment. Instead of drawing separately, we split in the same line only. So fold a piece of paper and unfold it. Do you see a fold? This gives the idea of line segment. It has two endpoints A and B. See this fold. Take thin thread, hold it in two ends, and stretch it without a slack. It represents a line segment. The ends held by hands are the endpoints of the line segment. Here shown endpoints. The okay. Try to find more examples for the line segments from your surroundings. The following are some models of a line segment. See, edge of the box, tube light is a line segment. Edge of the postcard. Try to find more examples for line segments from your surroundings. Mark any 2 points A and B on a sheet of paper. Try to connect A and B by all possible routes. So this is A and B. So this is the all possible routes. See, they are very curved. What is the shortest route from A and B? Is it this? Takes very long time. This this is very long. Super long. See. So what is the shortest route? Which is the line segment A and B. It denotes by B or it will like BA. You can use any of it. The points A and B are called the end points of the line segment. They have said end, but this first point is starting point. The first point starting point, and the another point is this is the last ending point. So starting point, ending point are the points for the line segment. Now, rays. What are rays? See, I'll think that this is a sun. Okay, you see the sun shine, right? Sun shines a lot. I'll show you an example of that. See this rays. See rays. So these rays are there, right? These rays falls on the land. Okay, and the plant is grows because of this race. So these flower of plant. So this plant grows fast, right? So when this race, they're starting from this. They're starting from the sun. See this point. These points are starting from the sun. But are they ending? No, they are not ending. They're still there. They will go on like this until they will till reach the ground. Are they ending? No, right? So this race are continuous, but one starting point. Only one starting point it has. Only one starting point. Right? It hasn't. It has. See the beam light from the house, rays of light from the torch, sun rays. But what are these? These are rays. Rays means it's starting from a point and it extends only one direction. Infinitely, it extends in one direction only, which is this side or this side, up, down. Think, or it can. But the most is it goes like people use side only. People use only. So these rays are very they only has one starting point, but they doesn't have ending point. They continuously infinitely they go on extending. The following are some models of the ray. A ray is a portion of a line. It starts as a point called starting point and goes endlessly in one direction. This is the first I want. Look at the diagram of ray shown here. Two points are shown on the ray, where A, the starting point, B, P, a point on the path of the ray. We denote it by ray AB. AP. Ray is like this. Ray AP. Okay, this is not taking this right. No problem. See here, try this we have. Name the rays given in the figure. What are the rays? This ray. This first is T. Second B. Ray TN or TB. So these are the three rays. Is this T starting point of this each of these rays? Yes, it's starting point because that that goes because it's starting point for T ray A, which is this starting this it is starting point for this ray also, right? TN plus TB also. So this is the So by this you will understand the part of the line that extends indefinitely in one direction from a point is called a ray. So this is a ray. So friends, like, share and so friends please like, share and subscribe. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Bye.